Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Arcadian, the #1 dumpster tier gamer, and we are back in it today to play some more Skyrim. This is my Skyrim legendary words. This is my Skyrim Legendary Survival Let's Play. If you are watching this video right now, we are now currently recording the 5th video of the Let's Play. So if you're watching right now and you haven't watched the videos beforehand, exit out of this video, watch the videos beforehand, because it'll give you kind of an explanation of where we are at and what we took to get here. So the first video kind of goes over the character creation, the premise of the character, the role play of the character, whereas video number 2, we start digging into the early aspects of the main story. We start doing Bleak Falls Barrow. Number 3, we go to the dragon, make it up to High Hrothgar the first time, and then number 4, we get the Horn of Jorgen Windcaller, as well as deal with some minor side stuff to get some stuff knocked out. Today is going to be something a little bit different. So I'm going to load into the game here, and as I do that, I'm going to keep talking. Today we are going to be collecting ingredients. We want to get our speech up to level 50. Now, I've said this multiple times as we've gone through this game. Alchemy is not going to be a heavy point for this build. However, alchemy is probably about the most lucrative, especially early game, thing that you can do to make a lot of money very quickly. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to be doing some target collecting, target ingredient collecting. Mainly focusing on 6 major ingredients. We want to get blue mountain flower, hanging moss, lavender, and then we want to get dragon's tongue, fly amanita, mora tapenalia. Those are the main 4 ingredient sets that we want to get. 3 ingredient sets we want to get. There's 2 sets of 3 there. So that is what we're going to go about today, and to do so, we've got to get some stuff rolling. Also, because we want to get these ingredients, and certain areas of these ingredients are key to different locations. Like, for example, for fly amanita, there is a bunch of fly amanita here in Embershard Mine. There is also a bunch of fly amanita in the mine here at Kynesgrove. So, when we go about this, we are going to actually end up clearing out Embershard Mine so that we can get a bunch of fly amanita there. We also were going to go ahead and take up all the iron that's in Embershard Mine, which we're going to need as well. So a lot of work that we're going to be doing right into that area. We will also clear out, when we get up here to Kynesgrove, we will go ahead and just fight the dragon with Delphine and take care of that as well. So, but majority of this stuff is going to be traveling. So I'm going to figure out how to do timestamps. I do not know how to do timestamps. So hopefully once I get this video posted, I will have timestamps in there to kind of give you guys a heads up of what we're looking at timing wise on doing this. So first things first, we need to get to a carriage, and the closest carriage that we can get to is right over here in Solitude, which is excellent because we're going to have to go up to Solitude anyway to be able to get our hanging moss. So we are going to go, let's go ahead and place a marker up here. We're going to go ahead and go up to Solitude. Make sure we've got our fur gear on. We do not. We are up in the cold area. We want to make sure we're protected. So anyway, we're going to go up to Solitude to be able to collect a bunch of the hanging moss. And there's actually a lot of blue mountain flower and lavender around Solitude too. So we will go up in that direction. That is our first point of interests. So while we're up here, there is some blue mountain flower up and around here as well. As soon as I find it here. Oh, My horse is here. That's actually even cool. That's actually even better. With my horse being here, we're able to grab that. Here's the blue mountain flower I was talking about. So let's... I need daytime. That's probably about the best thing we can do first. So the very first thing we're going to do is we are going to go into this inn up here, grab some Z's, and sleep till daytime.
Business with the Jarl. I'd ask that you... I do what I can to see that Idgrud's time isn't wasted.
Welcome to the moor. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Oh, it's the other room. She gives us the big room. Alright, so we're going to sleep till morning. We want to make sure that it's going to be light out for 3 reasons. First of all, it's easier to see ingredients in the morning, or in the daytime. 2, it's going to be warmer, so we're going to be able to hold on to our warmth rating for longer.
You ask me.
I said 3, but I think it's just those 2. Alright, so let's get some eating going. So we're looking for blue mountain flower. There's some blue mountain flower here around Morthal that we can grab.
Damn Stormcloak rebels.
And then we are going to go on our way. Typically, I would grab all of this death bell too, but we don't need it at the moment. And I'd rather keep my inventory for things that we're going to use. So we're going to hold off on grabbing that. If we have to hop off to be able to grab the blue mountain flower, we'll do that. Oop, I didn't see that one there. Actually, you know what? Let's not worry about the horse. We will grab the snowberry, though. We don't need a whole bunch of snowberries, but we'll grab a few of them. They'll help us stay warm. Oh, spiders. Summon an Atronach. The Atronach will help deal with those spiders. We're not going to focus on them. The Atronach will keep them busy so that we can be on our way. So as you can see, like, I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm not going to go traveling. So when you're playing in survival mode, you don't want to be out and about for too long. It'll get easy. We're already starting to get cold. So you don't want to be, like, out and about and dealing with that for a long period of time. So we're just going to kind of grab what's visible. If we're going and we're traveling through and we see an ingredient, then we grab it. If we don't, then we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time just looking. And even doing that, you will still find more than enough for our purposes. So there's a fort up here. It probably has some hostiles that we'll have to worry about. Also look for fallen logs, because we're also going to need, yep, so we got some skeletons there. They're not, looks like they're not going to aggro on us. We didn't get too close. But yeah, we're also going to look for these fallen logs, because these fallen logs are where you're going to find more Tabernalia, and we're going to need a bunch of those too. Let's go inside, grab it from the inside. So look for fallen logs, look for split trees, look for stumps. There's lots of blue mountain flower hanging around. So I mean, we'll be stacked with blue mountain flower. And then with the one location that I'm going to show you where you can get a bunch of hanging moss, we're going to have, ooh, whoa. We're going to have enough hanging moss to, ooh, Miko. Miko the Husky. Well, he's not a husky. There's a mod that makes him a husky, which is really cool. But basically, he's just a dog that his owner has passed away. You follow him to the cottage there, and then you can have him as a follower. Alright, so we're going to go this way and make our way over to Dragon's Bridge. Not seeing anything worth grabbing at the moment. And literally, you could go like a little bit out of your way and collect a lot more ingredients. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to grab what's readily available and visible. Grab these blue butterflies. We're going to need them eventually. Not right at the moment, but they are very valuable to grab. Mix these with snowberries and you have an enchanting potion. So grabbing those is very, very good for us. Alright, so here's Dragon Bridge. Named for the dragon monument thing on the bridge.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Just gonna grab the ones that we are looking for. We could grab the wheat over there. It's not necessary at the moment. Wheat with butterfly wings, I believe, make a decent health potion if you have good alchemy. Not blue butterfly wings, the monarch butterflies. This looks like the guy he's going to the shrine of Azura. I'm on a pilgrimage to the shrine of Azura. Yep. Alright, another more Tapenalia, more Tapenalia. Grab these. There's usually a bear around here somewhere, so we gotta be careful. Be ready to summon it, or summon our Entronach as soon as we need to. Let's hit, oh, there's some wolves up there. Alright, so we have made it to the stables. Let's drop down to the stables real quick so that we can discover this location and also pick up the nightshade here. There's lavender. Usually there's lavender. Where'd it go? There it is. Right there. And there's also blue mountain flower here. Blue mountain flower here. There's a ton of garlic in there. But there's fly amanita back here. Quick walk around, make sure there's nothing else there. But yeah, she has a ton of garlic inside there. It's a good place to find that. Alright, now you can travel down this way. I don't believe there's more Tapenalia, so, I mean, that automatically makes it worth traveling down this way. And I think there's some more blue mountain flower and maybe a lavender or two. So we'll make a quick jaunt down here. I'm not going to go super far into it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, so another blue mountain flower. We're going to have more than enough blue mountain flower by the time we get done with this. So I think our big hang up will actually be lavender. But we're making it work. Alright, so now we're going to go up to Solitude. So in Solitude, there's a bunch of hanging moss to gather. There is some blue mountain flowers, some lavender, and then we'll check into the apothecary there and see if she might have any of the ingredients we're looking for sale. Because the benefit is that you can buy these ingredients for fairly cheap and be able to get them and be able to combine them and make money off of it. So grab that lavender there, grab this lavender here. Now I'm going to show you this. I'm not going to use this, but I'm going to show you that this is here. Because if I don't show you this is here, somebody's going to leave a comment saying, hey, why didn't you grab that secret chest over there in front of Solitude? And then his thing's going to get, or his comment's going to get multiple likes, and you guys aren't going to like my video. So I'm going to show you this here. Here in Solitude, there is a secret chest location. That secret chest is due to the inventory of this Khajiit right here. So how you find this secret chest is you look for this blue kind of stick here, and then you look at this pole right here. And in between these two areas is a secret chest. Let me find it here. Oh, there it is. A secret chest here, which is the inventory of this Khajiit here, and you can grab this and grab a bunch of enchanted stuff like Brawler Steel Gauntlet, all this kind of enchanted stuff, 500 or 750 gold, some different stuff that you can take to sell, a bunch of soul gems, so on and so forth. I'm not going to take any of this stuff, but I just wanted to show you that yes, I am aware that this is here, but I am not going to use it. So, we are going to walk into Solitude here. This is our first time visiting Solitude, so there is a very public execution going on here. Grab a few things here. We're not going to pay attention to it. Basically, this guy opened the door so Ulfric Stormcloak can escape from Solitude. Ulfric Stormcloak killed the High King in trial by combat. So, but the people are consider Ulfric to be a murderer.
By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Story. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Alright, so an argument can be made here. Yes, did Ulfric Stormcloak kill the High King? Well, yes, he did. But in a trial by combat, which is a custom among the people of Skyrim, Ulfric had every right to challenge the High King for the position of High King of Skyrim. So they do a trial by combat, and the winner is obviously the victor and takes that position of High King. Now, here's the problem with that, and this is where I do think that, yes, was Ulfric Stormcloak's challenge technically murder? It is general custom that during the challenge of Ulfric, or during a challenge for a position of such, that the challenger and the one being challenged have to follow certain rules. The rules of combat are, yes, the fight is to the death. However, how that is done is very specifically important. The fight to the death must be done in a way that honors the gods. Um, Ulfric actually ended up breaking the rules of combat by using the power of his voice, the power of being able to shout, which he learned through study with the Greybeards, to win the fight against Torrig. Now, do I think that it really would have mattered? No, Ulfric would have won even without the power of the shout. That being said, the fact that Ulfric did use that power does technically disqualify him for that. It makes it the trial by combat null and void. Ulfric basically cheated, and therefore makes it to where it is technically murder. So, with that being said, Ulfric could have won without it. He chose to use it anyway. Because he chose to use it anyway, Ulfric murdered the High King. Now, that is my view on it. An argument could be made for either side. So if you are a Ulfric supporter, then you would have said, it's a combat. Any rules apply. Well, according to the ancient customs of Skyrim, that's not true. Now this one's kind of hard to get, so you got to kind of angle your jump on this one. I actually could have got it there, but So I'm just collecting all the ingredients here. There's a bunch of ingredients outside here. There's not really anything up in here to grab. But out and around here, there's a bunch of ingredients that you can grab. That's like hanging moss, blue mountain flower, dragon's tongue, lavender. Like we're just grabbing up everything that's of value. So that's actually the way Shalador is going to take this. So if you remember, in the beginning, he followed Ralof into the keep. The reason why he followed Ralof was because that the Imperials at the time were wanting to cut off his head. He doesn't want to die. He's got a goal to fill. So he wants to be able to defeat Alduin. So he went with Ralof. However, Shalador does recognize the evils that the Thalmor embassy pose. And after the issue with Ancano, which Ancano trying to take for his own power, trying to take over the Eye of Magnus, the rest of the world be damned. He is going to realize that the Thalmor embassy are just a bunch of power-hungry manipulators, and that the only way to ensure the Empire's survival is for a united Skyrim to fight against the Empire. Or a united Empire to fight against the Thalmor. So he is going to side with the Empire in the end to basically try to unite the Empire as a group against the Thalmor. So that means that he's going to basically take and fight against Ulfric Stormcloak, and he's going to join the side of the Imperials, even though he followed Ralof in the beginning. Now, obviously, I know if we would have followed Hadvar, we would not have died. However, as far as playing in a roleplay standpoint, he did not. So, who's to say that he didn't help Hadvar get out of Helgen, and then Hadvar just captured him again and tried to complete the execution. Alright, so we're here at the Blue Palace. Some more hanging moss in here. Solitude has the highest concentration of hanging moss. The only one that even comes close is Markarth. A lot of these we can't grab, though, unfortunately. They're just too high, or their angle is wrong. So far, what we've got ingredients-wise, we've got 64 Blue Mountain Flower. We've got 21 hanging moss. We've also got another 41 hanging moss back at home. And then we've got 13 lavender. So we've got a ton of hanging moss, blue mountain flower, and hanging moss and blue mountain flower. We don't have a whole lot of lavender yet. But we are not finished yet. There's actually even more hanging moss to be gotten right here. Let's grab that. Get the well-fed bonus. We're going to have to buy some food, unfortunately. Okay, so this is the Hall of the Dead, or the Solitude Catacombs. In here is a bunch of hanging moss. However, it is all marked as steel. That being said, the only people in here that we have to worry about are these skeletons here. So, I mean, once we take them out, apparently the dead don't really care if we steal the hanging moss, because I've never had like hired thugs or anything come at us because of stealing this hanging moss. So I'm more than willing to take it. There we go, all 3 skeletons down. Let's grab the hanging moss. So we're going to be very systematic with this. We're going to go boom, boom. Make sure that you're looking all around and getting, because there's multiple layers sometimes, like here. And normally, if you take something that is marked as steel, you can't sell it to a regular vendor. You can only sell it to a fence. Alchemy ingredients are the only exception to that rule. You cannot sell, and partially, you can sell, you cannot sell the alchemy ingredients that are stolen to a vendor. However, the potion made from those alchemy ingredients will not be marked as steel. So, gathering up all this hanging moss, and there's some lavender in here too that we're going to pick up once we get all of this. We will be able to get we will be able to make all of these into potions and sell the potions to Sadri. So, very nice, very helpful for us. And a good, quick way to A, earn a bunch of coin, but B, get our merchant perk. And then whatever's left over we'll be able to make into potions to be able to sell to the mages at the College of Winterhold. So, very good, very useful, worth grabbing. Alright, so that's all those. And then we've got these ones in the middle. Make sure you grab all the layers. Alright, and we're not quite done. We've got these ones right here as well. Alright, so what's our haul? We now have 94 hanging moss. With the 41 that we have back at home, that is 132 hanging moss. Sorry, 135 hanging moss. That's massive. To be honest with you, we probably at this point don't need the Dragon's Tongue or the Mora Tapinalia, but we're going to grab those anyway just in case. Because whatever's left over, we're going to be able to use to help us buy soul gems. Empty soul gems. So we're just grabbing these snowberries, the blue mountain flower. Yeah, because we're going to need a bunch more blue mountain flower, a bunch more lavender. I honestly think that lavender is going to be where we get our hang up now. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Hopefully it's not doing that for the recording. My OBS keeps glitching out, so hopefully it's not like messing up the recording or anything. You know what? Let's be safe real fast because I could be running into close. Yeah, there is a lot here, so let's do something real fast just to be safe. Okay. I'm just taking a quick second here, clearing out the files from the previous recordings, just to make sure that we're not going to end up overfilling this folder and have to cut the video out. Alright. I'll leave the wheat there. I'm not too worried about the wheat at the moment. Not worried about the small little septums. I think that's everything, isn't it? Oh, nope, not yet. You could take all of the ingredients in there if you want. Like I said, we're not focusing alchemy, so... Alright. So there we go. 94 hanging moss, 19 lavender, and 69 blue mountain flower. How are we looking on total weight? We're fine on total weight. And that basically cleans out this area of the 3 ingredients we're looking for. Let's go over here to... she's going to want information. Let's not do that yet. Is there anything that we need to... I don't think there's anything we need to get rid of now. Because we dropped everything back off at the house. Let's go into the Winking Skeever here. We're going to grab some food while we're here. That way we don't have to use our vegetable soups.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Grab that, grab that. Grab that. There we go.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Alright, so let's go down to the carriage. And we're going to take the carriage to Whiterun, because that's going to be kind of the central hub for all the rest of the stuff that we're going to gather. Before we make our way to Kyne's Grove, we will be stopping back at our house back at Morthal, so that we can collect all of our stuff together that we're going to take with us.
I can't wait here forever.
Alright, so let's go into Whiterun first. We're going to grab a bed. And we're going to systematically clear out everything that we need to clear out of Whiterun.
Master, could you spare a coin?
Take a seat by the fire and I'll send... I enjoy... Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Okay, so sleep until daytime. We awaken feeling well rested. Let's grab the warmth.
Purity and white is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
We're warm. Grab the food from Hulda.
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I think
There we go.
mugs need scrubbing.
All right. So, like I said, we're going to be very systematic about this. There's a bunch of blue mountain flower and lavender right here around Whiterun. So we are going to start on one side and work our way around. Blue mountain flower, blue mountain flower, blue mountain flower. And just keep going, take your time. Make sure that you're looking around and grabbing anything that you see that's available. You can tell I've done this a time or two. If you try to rush yourself, you're going to miss things. So just take your time, look around, make sure that you're not missing anything.
I'm here to buy food, Lizzie. I suppose you don't need to worry about it. I need trinkets for your birthday.
Watch the skies, traveler.
Crafted by the great Lord of himself.
Just make sure you're very careful where you're going. You don't have, or that it's okay to overlap. You don't want to miss anything. So overlapping yourself is perfectly fine. Just take your time gathering what you find. There we go. That's that first-ish area done. So then you come up here and you come up to the Cloud District to get to the next section. Again, just make sure that you're being very careful, that you're seeing everything around you, that you don't miss anything, because it's very easy to miss.
disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Like I said, I'm perfectly okay with overlapping just to make sure that I don't miss anything. Some of these ingredients are tucked away, so they would be harder to see if you don't overlap and come at from different angles.
Everything's all right?
Mister, could you spare a coin?
With man? Ha! They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth! Today, they take away your faith. What of tomorrow? What's that? And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing! The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor!
I think I read something where Heimskall here is like the most killed like non-combatant NPC in the entire like franchise of the game. Like he's been killed more times than any other NPC. Now, how they get that information, considering Skyrim doesn't need to be like online, I don't know. I don't think it's like an achievement or anything to kill him. So I wonder how they have that information, but I wouldn't doubt it, because he's probably one of the more annoying NPCs in the entire game. Okay, so nice and systematically we've cleaned out, and I very well could have missed some. Now I know there's still some more up here that we got to get, so we're going to go up that direction now. But it's very easy to miss some throughout here, so I'll probably like travel around through and end up finding more that I missed as I continue out certain quest lines and stuff. But I might have gotten it all, who knows? I was pretty thorough on this go around, so I think we'll be okay. I don't think, if I did miss it, it was like maybe one or two.
What do you need?
Okay, so how are we looking? We've got 117 blue mountain flower. Definitely need a few more of those. We've got 51 lavender. We definitely need a lot more of those. So, let's keep going. So I am thinking I will stop grabbing blue mountain flower at 150. I know we've got 100. I know we've only got 135 hanging moss, but like throughout the play, I may. Oh, see, look at that. I missed one. Missed two. Boom, boom. That was right there too. No matter how careful you are, you can always miss something. All right, so like I was saying, I know I've only got 135 hanging moss. There are a couple other places that we can pick up a few more to make up to 150 if we wanted to. Not sure if I'm going to do that, but who knows. Let's go about knocking this out as systematically as possible. I think I've already picked up all the lavender that was like surrounding here. Yes. I think there's only like 1 or 2 over there.
This was a stupid.
So I'll probably stop at like 150 blue mountain flower. I may even just stop at 135. I don't know. I'm trying to think based off of past experience. I know there's a bunch of blue mountain flower in the first like little cave thing that we got to do for the companions, but I'm not wanting to start the companions right away. So I know there's a bunch of a bunch of hanging moss right out not blue mountain flower, a bunch of hanging moss in the first kind of dungeon for the companions. But I don't think I want to do that as of right now. So we'll just keep going by and just grabbing what we see. Not paying no mind. The good thing is that the lavender is fairly easy to see. I guarantee you lavender is probably going to be our biggest hang up. I don't think I've ever gotten to, in this route, I don't think I've ever gotten to 140 lavender. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Let's go down this way. Usually I would stop right there, but we know we're going to need extra lavender, so we'll go a little bit extra out of the way in hopes of getting a few more.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Got the Nirn route underneath us. Alright, we gotta be careful here because there's usually like wolves or something around here. Not seeing any extra lavender. But since we're up here, we can go to Dustman's Cairn and grab that extra hanging moss I was talking about. Here's some lavender right here. I remember when they were talking about Skyrim VR for the first time, there was a meme about, because butterflies are one of the most sought after ingredients, because they are very powerful ingredients to have. So there was this meme where it was a bunch of people with VR headsets on, trying to catch butterflies. So they were like jumping around with VR headsets on, trying to get the butterflies. It made me laugh really hard. Oop. One of the skeletons caught me. So he's going to be working his way. Hopefully he's not an archer.
Look at those ruins.
Yep, he is. Okay. Oh, that was scary. Oh no, that wasn't the... There's 2 more skeletons right over here. Where's he at? He's got to be behind these rocks up here.
I'll see you in pieces.
Uh-oh. I didn't want to disturb the gravesite because I knew they would come after me. But since I already grabbed one of their attention, might as well just go ahead and clear it out. Oh, Restless Draugr. Owie. Frost. Oh, wait. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ah! Yep, all my stamina's used up. Got him. Come on. It's a master chest. Maybe we get lucky. Nope. Yeah, okay. I wasn't going to try to go hog wild with it. We'll have a point where we'll have a whole bunch more lockpicks later on. Once we start working with the Thieves Guild a bit. Alright, I don't think... Yeah, there's not any more Tapenali on here. But there is lavender over here. Going a little bit off the path, but we're trying to get as much lavender as we can. We will also go the other way of that split point that we hit. Just to be thorough. This guy's taking his cow to offer it up to the giants, which is why they have it painted all like that. So going this other way, we have to be extra careful because there is a chance to run into a Sabre cat. As you can see, there was some wolves right over there. I don't know if you caught that. So we won't go over there because we don't want to engage with them. But we're not going to go super deep into this other path because we will run into wolves and Sabre cats and stuff like that, and we don't want to. We don't want to have to engage in any of that. Grab these blue butterflies. Like I said, we're not going to need them right now, but they are very helpful later on, and it's worth picking them up. Grab these, try not to engage in any of the bandits up inside there. Much more lavender on this side. Grab what we can see. Bunch of blue butterflies up here. There's a mercenary there. Lots of lavender. Saw some butterflies. I didn't see any that were blue. Down tree. There is a blue butterfly over there, but I'm not worried about going too far out of the way to collect them. Oh, wolves up here. I think we'll call that good for this way. Okay. Blue mountain flower. Alright. So what do we got? We've got 131 blue mountain flower. I didn't grab the hanging moss from Dustman's Cairn. And 80 lavender. I'm not wanting to go all the way back there to grab it. It's not that important. We'll have more than enough, I think. Okay.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
So we've collected a bunch of ingredients throughout this area. Sometimes if you do a quick, as you're going back, if you just kind of circle around a little bit, you'll catch some that were close, but not like super close to the pathway. So just do a quick circle around. Just make sure there's nothing like blatantly obvious that you missed. Like I said, you're not wanting to go out of the way to gather the ingredients. So I'm sure there's like I'm sure there's a couple like different areas that I could have gathered more from, but I'm not like, I'm not being like overly meticulous grabbing what I can. How many blue butterflies do we have? We have 36 blue butterfly wings. We want probably about 50. We're getting close to Moratapenalia country, so we're gonna kind of look around for any downed trees or anything like that that may have some of the Moratapenalia. So definitely look around, like these stumps here, you'll sometimes find them. These ones here. They tend to be around the rotted trees more than the stumps. So just kind of look around, see what you can see. So rotted trees like this one here. Grab the lavender. There's usually some... Oh, This side of the river has a couple plants. Oh, okay, we're good. I was just stuck on something. Thought the game froze. I already grabbed from that one up there. Okay. Now these split trees, oh no, this one's not a split tree. Okay. There are some split trees that you will actually be able to harvest 2 more Tapenalia from. So keep an eye out for those so that you can make sure that you grab those. Up here, it looks like we've already grabbed the blue mountain flower from up here. All right. So we'll see where we're at and decide if we need to go up or down. Okay, so we have 92 lavender now. That's a bunch. So let's go ahead and just go up this way, see what we come up with after we go this way. So there's 3 different directions that you're going to go. First of all, this way we are absolutely going to go. So up that way, there's a bunch of blue mountain flower, more Tapenalia. We're going to grab that. Up around Riverwood, there's a bunch of fly amanita, more Tapenalia. That way is optional. If you go that way, there's a bunch of lavender plants and stuff like that up that way. And then this way is optional. There's a bunch of blue mountain flower and lavender plants up this way. So we're going to go this way, see where we stand. If we're at if we are at 135, then we won't worry about traveling the other way, the other optional way to get more, because we won't really need it. Now I'm leaving a bunch of ingredients behind here. Like there are, excuse me, there are so many more ingredients that I could be grabbing that I'm just not. And if you were doing an alchemy build, or if you were looking to actually be like a rich Skyrim character, you would want to grab all of the ingredients that I am leaving behind. We'll grab this last blue mountain flower and then we're done with blue mountain flower. We're just going to focus on lavender. But yeah, you would want to grab all of these ingredients because you can become a very, very rich Skyrim character and very, very quickly. As you can see, Subracat, be careful. Don't grab his attention. As you can see, like I'm leaving a bunch of ingredients behind. This is just money that I am leaving on the table. You don't want to do that. I'm only doing it because I don't want to be an alchemy focused character. But like I said, I'm seriously gimping myself for doing this. Because you can be extremely rich, extremely fast if you just went ahead and picked up all of these ingredients that I'm leaving here. Okay, let's go up here, grab these 2, see where we stand. 110. Are these actual vigilance or are these the vampire?
The mercy of
Yep, these are
Stendarr
actual
does not
vigilance.
extend to Daedra worshippers.
Okay, there. Grab these blue butterflies. Yeah, we got 54 blue butterfly wings. I think we're okay on those. Oh. Some bandits fighting some guards up here. We're not going to get too involved because we don't want to incite the guards to attack us.
God might get nervous.
See, look at that. They're threatened by everything. I just helped them kill some bandits, and they're coming over here like, oh, you need to put your weapon away. Get some well-fed here. We're also tired, so when we go to Riverwood, we will take a nap before taking on Embershard. How much are we looking now? We are 114. We are getting close to the snow up here, so we might actually have to go the other way. Oh. Let's not engage with the wolves. Oh, Cicero. If you want, you can help him, and basically just go up here, talk to Lorius, convince him to help him, or try to convince him.
I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it.
So a thief.
No time to talk.
What did he give me? Leather boots of hauling. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good enchantment to have on those.
Cross me and I'll kill you,
Alright, so let's see here. Boom. There. Hey.
No time to talk. Snitch or double cross me and
Where's your friend coming to find you? I've never seen him actually come back for anything that he gives me, so we'll just leave it alone. I don't see his friend over here to attack him. All right. Yep, we got their attention. Let's go ahead and grab their pelts. We're gonna start stocking up on pelts too. If we come across animals that we can take them from. Okay, we are up into the snow. There's probably going to be a spider up here. We are going to stay back off of that. Careful not to anger the mammoths. And it's getting dark too, so we're going to head back to Whiterun. Nap until the morning, and then make our way to Riverwood. We've got a good haul so far. We actually might just go ahead and go down that other pathway, see if we can pick up. We need what? We need 13 more lavender. So we'll go up, if we go up that other path, it's raining out too, so that's gonna eat into our cold very quickly. or eat into our warmth very quickly, I should say. And now with the current light situation, it's going to be a lot harder to see the lavender. We'll go up this way. It's usually fairly safe in between the tower and Whiterun, and you can sometimes find some lavender that you missed. That's Halted Stream Camp. We don't want to go that way. We want to backtrack towards Whiterun. Gotta be careful, there's some bandits right there. Don't want to grab their attention. Oh, hunter. Thankfully not. What? Oh, wise? Wise.
That magic away from me.
Hello, who's there? You there, please, you have to help me. I was attacked by a vampire. Do you have a potion or something that can cure
I
this before I
don't. I've
burn?
used my potions.
Here, I'll show you on your map so you can stay away. Then get out of my way. I have to get to a town and find a priest.
Why is this hunter following me? Okay. It's getting dark, like darker out, so we're not going to be able to see lavender as easily. It's okay. Okay. Let's go rest at the inn until morning. And then we will start again. This is a lot easier to do when you're not in survival. Because then you can just travel, or you can go, like, look down somewhere and then fast travel back.
Fear not, come dragon or giant.
I intended this for this to be a longer video, so I mean, we may run even close to 3 hours on this video.
Mug around here somewhere. If it's work you need, how about shopping up? Are you joking?
Okay, so
You
my
just went
rented
to the
room is still
bookstore.
good. So yeah, I intended this could very easily turn into a 3-hour video. So for my friends there who are watching the video at night before they lay down, you can hear the sweet dulcet tones of my voice as you fall asleep.
Oh. Just let me know.
Maybe I start doing some ASMR whisper material. No, I'm just kidding. That was weird. Please don't hate me. Please don't unsub.
I've
I
got
work with
100
my
more.
mom.
My produce is really the only
Fun
thing.
most.
Still raining, which is fine. Hopefully as we make our way to Riverwood, that'll clear up. Speaking of clearing up, it just did. Alright. Hop on the horse. Normally I would say don't do this, but since we've already been through this portion, and collected all the materials that we can gather, that we can see, that we can gather easily, then I don't mind hopping on the horse and running to this next, or running back to this middle side over here. And then we'll just hop down off and start going in that direction until we have 140 lavender. We are currently sitting at 125, so we need 15. 1. There is an encounter up here. It's a scavenger. This guy is usually aggressive as soon as he sees us. Yep, there he goes. I didn't need to grab the steel armor. He had an Imperial bow. I should have probably grabbed that, but no big deal. Let's go ahead and grab the torch. Okay. So we're just looking around, making sure that we're not missing anything. Want to grab any lavender that we see. Bunch of wolves up here, so be careful. Nice concentration of lavender right here. 133, we need 7 more. You want to be careful not to grab the attention of the mage up there. Need 6 more. Let's clear these wolves out. Grab the wolf pelts. Are we looking on? Wait, we're good. It'll be a little bit worth it. I think we're going to hold off on picking up the iron just yet. Just because it will put us a little too close for comfort on our carry weight. But if we clear Ember Shard Mine so that we can get the Flying Manita, then it should be clear. As long as we're careful, it should be clear when we go back to get the iron. 1 more lavender. Okay. We've got 140 lavender, 135, or 140 lavender, 140 blue mountain flower, 135 hanging moss. So we are in good shape. Now, before we do our trip, we're going to go ahead and see what we can find on Flying Manita, or not Flying Manita, but more Tapenalia. If I can't find a bunch of more Tapenalia, like right now we've got 7. If I can't find 30 or so, then we may not even worry about the Flying Manita. Because I'm thinking with 140 of the lavender, we should be okay. Actually, you know what? I think we will be okay. So here's what we're going to do. We need... What are we looking at? Our speech is now level 27. We need that to be at level 45. So that's 18 levels. What we're going to be doing here is we're actually going to be double dipping. So we will be double dipping our speech training. What that means is that when we buy the speech training from Sadri, and then we sell him the potions back to get the money back for the training, we're gaining speech training for both actions. I hope that makes sense. So the training itself and then the selling of the potions will level up our speech. And we should be able to reach level 45 in speech fairly easily. I'm thinking with the ingredients that we have, it shouldn't take very long at all. There's one major thing that we want to grab before we do that, though. And that is going to be, we are going to come up here and we are going to grab the Thief Stone. The reason why you want to grab the Thief Stone here is because that will increase our speech leveling capabilities. Because the speech is considered to be under the Thief Stone skill tree. So we will grab the Thief Stone, which will level our speech faster. Then we will go and we will stop over at Morthal to grab the rest of the stuff out of our house that we're going to take with us. From there, we're going to go to Riften real fast because we want to go grab the Zenithar, or the Amulet of Zenithar, as well as the Zenithar Blessing from the thing there. From the shrine there, the Zenithar shrine there. This will help us to get more money for the potions that we sell so that we can be a little sparing with our potions and be able to make it last, help us out and last us longer. And then, once we've done that, then we'll go to Windhelm. We will get our speech training to where it needs to be, as well as hopefully be able to get the Necromancer's Amulet, since we're going to be right there, which will help us speed through these early levels by a lot. And then, once we've grabbed those... Then we will go to Kyne's Grove, we'll face off against the dragon, and work our way back through. So, let's grab the Thief Stone, which is right here. Now we go back to Whiterun, travel to Morthal. Now, if you wanted to make this even greater for us, then you could actually go ahead and decide to join the Thieves Guild, do their entry-level quests, and be able to grab the Thieves Guild hood, which gives you 10% better selling prices. We're not going to go that far into it, because we don't want to start the Thieves Guild questline yet. What level are we? We are level 13. I am afraid, I am scared to do the training until after we level up, because I don't know how close we are to getting the next level up. Survival does add a unique challenge to this, because you can't level up until you sleep in a bed. And if you can't level up, then you can't grab the training for the next level. So we will have to basically stop at the inn after each round, so that we can make sure that we don't, or make sure that we're able to utilize the entirety of the training. Now, I could make it easier on myself and turn survival off while I'm in Windhelm doing the training, just so that I can get the level up and stuff like that, but I don't want to do that, because I did promise a survival legendary build. I don't want to compromise that with just doing a quick, even if it's just a quick little thing. I don't want to compromise that. Alright. I don't know why I went all the way up to Whiterun. I think I was thinking that I could probably just go ahead and take a nap real fast before traveling, but if I'm going to go to my house anyway, I might as well just go ahead and travel to my house. Or travel to Morthal and then go to my house.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go?
Let's go to Morthal.
And back and we'll be off.
And while this is loading up, I'm going to run and grab a drink real fast. I'm on my way back. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So, yes, we are tired. We are hungry. Let's grab our horse and go to our house. Frostbite spider. Wish there was like a trail that led to the house. Alright. Okay, so let's gather what we're going to need to gather, and then we'll go about what we need to do. So first we need to go to the gallery. I think... No, not yet. Okay. That's fine. So we did have 6 blue mountain flower in here. I forgot that we actually had some that was in here. That's not a big deal. Let's just grab the hanging moss. 45 hanging moss. There was more hanging moss than I thought there was. So let's see where that leaves us. Ingredients. Hanging moss 139, blue mountain flower 140, and lavender 140. Perfect. Let's also grab what do we got here? We've got 1 fly amanita. We've got 5 more tapenalia. Got 1 salmon roe, 1 Nordic barnacle, and 1 garlic. We'll grab those. Nope, not what I meant to do. Okay, so let's see here. What potions do we have? We've got a bunch of potions. We'll take all the potions. Let's grab... 2 Flaminita, 2 Dragon's Tongue, and 2 more Tapenalia. Got Jazzbay grapes, Creep cluster, 9 imp stool, 4 canis root. We'll grab the 4 canis root and 4 imp stool. Grab 5 of those, and the rest of the 5 of those. Okay, I think that's good enough for now on that. Next up, what do we want to grab? We want to grab those. Did not mean to start that. Want to grab those. We want to grab... Not those. Not those. Leave those there for now. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Put that in there. That in there. Okay. How are we looking? We're looking at 172. Sleep for another good long while. Okay, we're gonna put this point into Magicka, and we're gonna grab the first point into speech, I think. Let's double check that. We can go into Conjuration. The next perk into Conjuration we want to grab is Soul Stealer. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to go into speech. And we're going to put that into the first point of bribery. Or haggling. Sorry, not bribery. Yes, we're very hungry, I know. Take these. Let's grab our food out of our barrel over here. Okay. Think we are ready to go. Let's go do it.
Huh?
We are going to go back up to Solitude. I didn't know that was there. I don't even know what that is. So yeah, we want to go back to Solitude. And we're just going back there for the cart. We're going to take the cart over to... Actually, do we need the Amulet of Zenithar is the question. I don't think we do. So, we can just grab the Shrine of Zenithar right there in Solitude. And then go straight to Windhelm. And then that way we don't even have to worry about going all the way to Riften. Yeah, I don't think we need the Shrine of Zenithar, or I don't think we need the Amulet of Zenithar. If we have the Shrine, that ought to be enough. So one thing that a lot of people don't know, cold water stinks in survival. That's obvious. But did you know that if you rode a horse in the cold water, you will actually not freeze to death? Because the horse will make it count that you are not in the freezing water. Very, very nice trick to use if you are playing on survival. So even though a horse will slow you down in the water, because the horse moves extremely slow in the water, it will actually benefit you to ride a horse in the colder environments. In fact, there's a few places that we're actually gonna have to go where you have to cross the icy ocean north of Winterhold, and we will be using a horse to get there because it is so much safer to do that on survival than it is to just travel it on foot. Hi, Raven. Hi, sweetie. Raven has graced me with her presence. Just as long as she doesn't rub up against my keyboard and turn off my stream or something. Okay, we are cold. We are cold, we are hungry, we are tired. So before we do anything, we are going to head over to the inn. Went and got me a drink and I didn't even start drinking it yet. Okay, so first thing I notice, the beggar is not here, which means we are now at the 5th time that we have entered Windhelm.
Got some fresh baked bread. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Grab her any food that she's got on her. Okay, rent a room.
It's yours for it. I'll show you to your room.
And we're going to sleep until business hours. When we wake up, we're going to eat.
Your stay, and don't break nothing.
Yes, we are very hungry at this point. So we are going to go ahead and eat what gives us... Okay. Now you can go about warming up. You can warm up right next to this fire. You don't have to do it inside the Candlehearth hole. Where are we? Okay, so we're very low on level point. We're very good. We're very well set here to do this first portion. The question is how much of what we've got can we get a round of training through what we have? I think with these 3 water breathing potions we can. So, very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to head over to the graveyard. Right over here, you see the blood, you see the people gathered around, you see the dead body.
Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Same as the others. It's like an animal got to her, but these are the wounds of a blade. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night. We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Okay, first we want to look at the body, grab the gold, grab some stuff off of her.
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse
No secret
me.
the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to cool the dark.
Another one.
Who's going to stop him?
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Also, while you're here, let's go ahead and give her a cold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind
Always
heart. The divine
sorry.
smile
I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Gotta keep my eyes, just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. Look, I'll need to talk to your leaf though. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Okay, so your leaf will tell us that he's willing to allow us to investigate. But if you follow these blood splatters, they will actually lead you right up here. So now that we've investigated that, we just need to get access to here. You can try to pickpocket it. I don't recommend doing that. It's a master lock. It can be very difficult. But that's part 1 of the quest line that we're going to need to do. Now that we've got that portion of the quest line started, we can go about... What are you doing here? Oh, it's this guy.
I won't take no for an answer.
I didn't want to have to fight this guy. I wonder if he's too strong for Fury. We can get the guards to fight him for us. Oh, we missed him. Yep, he's too powerful for Fury. That's unfortunate. Oh, he got my nature knock. Yes, I know. I am using spells. You're using a dagger. You started using a dagger before I started using a sword. Who is... Oh, he's using fire arrows now. Okay. He ran out of fire arrows? Okay. So why wouldn't he just use his... I am so confused here. Yeah, he's got... How is he out of arrows? I thought they had unlimited arrows. Okay, whatever. Alright, so we've rested, we've done what we need to do, so we've got the well-rested bonus. We've got the Gift of Charity. We did not pick up the Zenithar Shrine, which I'm thinking about that now. We should have done that.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Right, let's talk to this guy, Sadri.
Keep your distance. Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it.
So what did you call yourself? A careless, idiotic fetcher? Is that what you called yourself?
Not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while.
Okay, you gotta make sure he's done talking before you try to leave. Because if you try to leave before he's done talking, he will exit the shop with you. If he exits the shop with you, then it becomes it locks the doors to the shop and locks you out of the shop. You don't want to let that happen. So now we will come up this way. We will have to go into Viola's house, which you'll have to lockpick your way in. Most of the time. Sometimes it's open. Yeah, you'll have to lockpick your way in. Thankfully, this one's a fairly easy expert lock. And without being seen, just go to her dresser, place the ring in her dresser. And boom. Now we can go back to Sadri, let him know that it's done, and he will allow us from then on to get training in speech from him. And with all of our bonuses, we should be able to get at least one level of training with the gear that we have to sell back to him. So, I mean one round of training, not one level. So we go in.
Good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Now, alternatively, there is another way you can do this. The other way that you can do this is that you can pay him the speech training and then sneak behind him and pickpocket that gold back from him. But you have to do it one at a time. And you have... Oh. And you have to do that, so you do that one at a time, and then you quick save in between each attempt. That way, in case you mess up, you can just reload the quick save. We're not going to worry about that. So we get 5 times trained in this level. You can do 5 trainings per level. So you got to be careful not to make sure that you don't over level yourself, and that you're not able to gain back what you trade to, or gain back. Sorry, that you over level yourself and you end up skipping a level of training. So we are going to go ahead and sell him some of these things that we've got here. I don't want to sell him any of that because we're going to be disenchanting some of that. But we've got lots of other things to sell him, so I'm not crazy worried about it. And this is that double dipping that I was telling you about, because we are selling him stuff that's worth quite a bit of gold in some cases. We will gain experience for our speech because we're selling him stuff. So we're able to double dip and gain back some of what we are, or gain even more haggling, like even more speech leveling than what we're getting in the just the training. Okay, so keep the paralysis poisons. Keep the invisibility. Keep cure disease. Keep the magicka. We'll sell him these. This. We'll sell him 31. 18. Okay. So as you can see, we've got speech is now up to level 34 in training. It's 10 plus because we've got the or it's plus 10 because we've got the gift of charity. So our speech is currently level 34. We go over here to the alchemy station. Now, I don't necessarily have to do this for gold, but to get ourselves up to the next level, we need to gather a couple, a little bit of an alchemy experience. So we grab this here at the alchemy lab, blue mountain flower, hanging moss, and lavender. Just enough to push us up to the next level. There we go. Then we come up here, we nap for an hour, get the level up. Put the point in speech. So our speech level is 34. We need to get it up to level 45. The reason why we're stopping at 45 is because we can use skill books and speech encounters to get it up to level 50 without having to pay for it. So that's the reason why we stop at level 45. Go back to Sadri here.
Give a holler if you have any questions. Good to see you.
I like training in the art of speech. So now he's at 39.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
And we offer him more potions to sell. So let's go and go this way first. And there we go.
Do come again.
Oh no. Please tell me I didn't. Oh. Okay, so then we go get some more in alchemy training. Or sorry, we go and make some more potions. Even though we have enough potions, we can probably do another round of training. We want to get that level up. So we come up here. We grab the alchemy lab. We'll do the same one again. It took Oh, it took 33 potions last time. And there we go. Now you can make this better for yourself. You could have like alchemy enchanted gear, so like enchanted gear of 45 alchemy will allow your potions to be stronger. You'll get more experience for the potions, as well as the potions will sell for higher. Also, you could put points into alchemy and therefore be able to get higher level alchemy potions, so on and so forth, just like I was mentioning before. We're not going to do that. So now our speech is at level 40. We will be able to jump it up to level 45 with this round of training, and we should have plenty of potions to buy all of that gold, or get all of that gold back.
You hear the...
Got something for just about everybody in here? All my goods are legitimate, which is more
like training in the art of speech. 45.
Some call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
And then we'll probably get it back. If you want to up your speech a little bit better, you sell these potions one at a time. Because you'll get more speech experience by doing that. So we may be able to get ourselves up to level 46 in speech if we're careful here. We didn't do it. Okay. So where are we located now? We have... Oh, no, we did. We're up to level 46 in speech now. So that's even one level higher than where we really needed to be. And we still have potions to sell. So once we get that merchant perk, we can take these potions and use them to purchase soul gems, as well as training up at the College of Winterhold. So now we need speech skill books. The first one we're going to grab is this one right here, 2922nd Seed. That gets our speech up to level 47. The next skill book that we're going to hit is going to be over in Solitude. Do we want to wait to do that until after we've completed? Yes, let's complete the rest of the quest line for this. Gonna come up here and talk to Yorlif.
Won't give us a straight answer. He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
He is the Jarl's steward.
We've intercepted couriers from Solitude.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. These are difficult times indeed. When men stalk, my men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your... I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
They all know.
I'm
Okay.
not much of a strategist. Lord Ulfric
How do I get into Hiram?
Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since... I think her mother, Tova, is the key.
So now we can go talk to Tova. We already did that one.
I've been a bit out of... I'm sorry. She was... I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. What exact... Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Okay, so now we have the key to Hiram, which is a lot easier than trying to pick that master lock. Alright, so now we have entered the house. You look around and basically just investigate a little. You don't have to do all these things. But if you want to look around and just kind of look and see what's here, grab the butcher's journals. The beware the butcher flyers. We'll come back into this room here in a second. Come up here. I don't know what the bed and the chairs have anything to do with any of this, but all right. So you come in here, investigate this wardrobe. It looks like a perfectly good wardrobe. Grab these, or investigate the shelf. You've got some more pamphlets here. You can grab all these if you want to. You don't have to grab all these. We're going to go ahead and grab them. The big one is underneath these pamphlets there was an amulet that you wanted to grab. So apparel, strange amulet. So this is what you wanted to grab. Also, you'll want to investigate this wardrobe. It says the wardrobe seems to be nailed to the wall for some reason. It's because there's a false back panel. Go inside there and you see a bunch of bones. Investigate the altar, grab the butcher's journal number 2. I think there's supposed to be another butcher's journal somewhere. I think there's like 4 butcher's journals. I don't know why I'm missing a couple. Books, butcher's journal, journal number 2. I guess not. I thought there was. I don't see it anywhere. Okay. So 2 butcher's journals. Then you exit. You can go back to Yorleaf and tell him that you found the items. He will say that you can show the amulet to Calixto and talk to Alva or something like that about the flyers.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around. The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Okay, can you tell me anything about the butcher?
Have you been talking to Viola Giordano?
Viola, not Alva.
Posters all over the city, and someone keeps taking them. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
And then, do you know what this amulet
I've never
is?
seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has it. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Travel safe. He's dangerous out. Shoving a sword through his gullet.
So now you've got 2 more quest line, or 2 more parts to the quest. You talk to Viola, and you talk to Calixto.
I made my fortune as a
Beyond the
but now I'm retired.
I've been following him for. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the. Huh? What's it say? Woundfirth. There, but he's... This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Okay, so that's the red herring. So basically, we can talk to Yorlif and tell him about Woundfirth, because the where's Calixto? That's examine the crime scene. Calixto's probably in here. Is it locked? Oh, it is locked. So we will not be able to do that part until he comes out. We've already examined the crime scene. I don't know why it's telling me to keep doing this. We need to give Calixto the amulet.
The townsfolk called me captain because I used to be a sailor.
So I probably wanted to talk to Calixto before I talked to her. Let's try that. Let's try that in the opposite fashion. Talk to Calixto before we talk to her. I still don't think we'll be able to do it because of the fact that he's locked inside of the Curiosities, the Calixto's Curiosities Museum. Yep. Let's try this. He may be upset at us. Can't even get in. This is... Oh. That was close. There we go. Alright, so he's probably going to be mad at us for this.
You're not supposed to be
Yep.
in here. You're not supposed to be in here. Last warning. Leave now.
See if we can force him outside. Nope, we can't. Okay, so let's wait a few hours. Okay, he's no longer in there. Good.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm.
Just had to force him out of his house. Oh. Did he go back? No, he didn't go back. Nope, that's her. He's up here at the Candle Hearth Hall.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war.
Crow came up to say hi too. Just don't mess with my keyboard,
If you've
guys.
got some time, stop by my house of curiosity. Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the wheelstone. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it. If for a piece like that I could pay 500 gold. Wonderful. This will be a splendid addition to my private collection.
Okay, if you want to get the Necromancer's amulet later on, you have to give him that strange amulet. But now, so everything is pointing towards the court mage. Oh, hello. I was looking for you anyway.
The guards won't help. Huh? What's it say? But this information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Okay, so that's the red herring. The red herring says that the court mage is the one involved. Now, there's two ways that you can do this. You can take this to the court mage, in which case you can take this to Yorlif, in which case they go to arrest the court mage. Court mage ends up in jail. You have to leave Windhelm and then come back after a day, and there's been another killing. And then they will say, okay, the court mage obviously was innocent, you need to catch the next guy. Instead, we are going to do this the other way, where we're just going to go straight to the court mage and give him our findings. Let him know that we suspect him.
If Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold, in good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well, or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From Elordis of Last Seed until Amidus of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
Alright, so it says patrol the streets of the Stone Quarter at night. He says tomorrow night. That's because typically when you're doing this, it's going to be like later into the night. However, we are at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock at night. So if we go now, he should be there. The true butcher. So we are going to get ready for this. This is going to be a heavy fight. So he is going to be going after, if I'm not mistaken, he's going to be going after her. So we wait till everybody is here. We'll grab that. The butcher is on his way. With a guard right here too, and he's going to try to do it right in front of the guard, which is funny. Okay, this is why we have these potions of paralysis. So once he gets up here closer, we'll reset our summons. As soon as he pulls his dagger, reset the summons, grab the potion. Hello, Calixto. And be ready to intervene. And there we go. Grab his key. Grab whatever you can. And this is what we were looking for. Necromancer's Amulet. Plus 50 to Magicka. Conjuration spells cost 25% less to cast, and health and stamina regen 75% slower. This health and stamina regen rate is not a big deal, just mainly because your health does not regenerate in survival mode. So grabbing this is absolutely phenomenal. This amulet is actually what will allow a really strong build to work very quickly. This amulet can allow you to cast the Bound Bow spell at level 1. So having this right here is very, very powerful. But now that we have that amulet, our magicka has increased exponentially. So if we look here, 300 magicka for our current level. That's phenomenal. Also, with that as well, we also have our conjuration skills. Now our bound sword spell costs 25 magicka. Without the amulet, it costs 34. So that's 9 magicka taken out of the bound sword spell. Flame Atronach cost 55. With the amulet, cost 41. So we can cast this so many more times. Same with our Atronach. Cast the Atronach so many more times. Huge, huge, huge benefit. So we can go up here. We're going to keep this amulet. The drop to our stamina regeneration, it's negligible. I mean, it makes it to where we have to run a little bit slower, but if you want to, when you're going to try to do some running around or do some traveling or something like that, you can take the amulet off, and then everything will be back to normal.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ismail's beard, the man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected it. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
And now we've completed Blood on the Ice. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and get the rest of our speech skill training going. I think, yeah, we're good. So by the time that we have our speech skill all the way up, that will have us one extra point, one extra skill point that we can spend, and we're going to put that in Conjuration for the Soul Stealer perk, so that our bound weapons cast Soul Trap.
We did this city a great service by catching that killer. Well done.
Thank you, thank you. So first stop, Solitude.
I can take you. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Get up there.
Sorry, distracted by the kitties. They're both sitting up here on my desk like, why are you not paying attention to us? We are cute. So the next skill book that we're going to get is right here in Solitude. It's actually right in the Bard's College.
Spare some gold for a veteran? Doesn't matter how many times you ask.
So yeah, we want to go over here to the Bard's College.
I found the bone. I brought it to you, but still
Over here.
Staying safe, I hope.
Nope, don't lay on the keyboard, please. Alright.
To the Bard's College.
I'm not looking to apply to the Bard's College. Let's see here.
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers.
It is upstairs. Not this way. You're looking for this right here. And then you want the buying game. Don't take it because it will steal it, so don't do that. Alright, let's take off the Necromancer's Amulet because it's affecting our stamina regeneration too much.
Pardon me, but I trust you.
Okay, so next up is going to be over at Whiterun.
What is it? Dragons?
Sorry. They're like rubbing up against my arms. I'm like trying to pet them and move them to the side at the same time.
The winking skeever's got warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use both.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Actually, we are close enough to Miko's shack. We can grab the one at Miko's shack. But let me think here. No, because that puts us farther away. That puts us pretty far away from traveling. So actually, instead, we're going to go to the one over at... we're going to go to Whiterun first. And then we are going to knock out the one at... and Markarth. So Whiterun first and then Markarth. We could have gone to Miko's shack and got one, which Miko's shack is fairly close to here, but we would have to run all the way over there and then run all the way back to the over here to be able to go to Whiterun. I'd rather be able to be closer to the cart. So we'll go to Whiterun first. Okay, now we really badly need to sleep. And we need to eat. We are so tired that the whole screen is blurry. So we were going to have to sleep until business hours anyway to be able to get this next book. So we might as well go ahead and do that first.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort.
Come on in. Let me if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire, and I'll send. I enjoy this. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
What can I do
Anything
for
else?
you?
Just let me know.
Alright, sleep till business hours. Become well fed.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
Go to Bellathor's General Goods.
Got something for just about
And his book is right here. Speech to level 49. That also gives us the level up. So that's that extra perk point that I was telling you about that we were going to get. So once we level up, or once we get the level 50, we'll be able to put right here into Merchant and also go to our Conjuration and grab the point into Soul Stealer. So Raven got mad at me because I made her stand up because she was like starting to roll onto my keyboard. So she got mad at me. Now she is like, she's sitting, but she's starting to fall asleep. So she's like tilting because she's getting ready to fall over. she's refusing to lay back down. She's just staring at my computer screen. And like trying, like every time she's closed her eyes, she starts to tilt over, and then she wakes herself back up.
I can take you to any of the... Where do you
It's
want
so
to go?
funny. She's like, "Fine, you don't want me to lay down on the keyboard, then I'm just gonna stand here." Yes, I'm talking about you.
Some say it was built by the dwarves.
Hi.
I don't believe a word of it.
I just didn't want you laying down on my keyboard, baby. Hi. Okay. Now, we are going to run through all of our food very fast. So now we are in here at Markarth. While we're here, let's go ahead and grab one of those. Let's put on our Necromancer's Amulet here. There is going to be, as soon as we walk through these doors, a bad guy who wants to kill a lady. If we stop him from killing the lady will give us an amulet to sell. So we're going to attempt to stop him. He's moving pretty quickly there. There we go. There we go. Take him out. Super easy. Grab that. Hey, you.
By the gods, that man nearly killed me. You saved my life.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Here. I was gonna bring this to my sister, but I think you should have it.
Thank you.
Until next time.
Not worried about that. We will come back to talk about everything that happened there. Basically, these guys are fighting over the control of the Reach. It's this one right here. There we go, speech level 50. So, two different people, or two different entities are fighting for control of the Reach. There's the Nords that are the current leaders of Markarth, which are... Yes, Waylon. So there's the Nords that are the current rulers of Markarth, and seriously, right across the keyboard? Stop.
I hope your stay in Markarth treats you better.
So yeah, the guards who are, or sorry, the Nords who are the current rulers of Markarth, the Silverblood family, and then there are the Bretons who are the ancestral rulers of Markarth. So what happened was when Ulfric Stormcloak came back from the war against the Thalmor, so he fought in the White Gold War, or whatever that's called, against the Thalmor for the Empire. And what happened was when he came back to Skyrim, the Bretons were trying to, or were in control of the Reach. So the Nords reached out to Ulfric, who was a famous war general, and said, "Hey, if you will help us," or the High King went and said, "If you will help us to push these Bretons out of the Reach so that the Nords can take back over, then we will continue to allow you to worship Talos." And do what you need to do for your people. So he went and did that. He pushed the Bretons away, cleared them all out. The Nords, the Silverblood family took over. They're in control of the Reach now, or supposedly in control of the Reach now. However, what ended up happening, or what he ended up doing there, then the White Gold Concordat was signed, which outlawed the worship of Talos across all of Tamriel, across all of the Empire. So in essence, betraying what they promised him they would let him do. So he got mad about it, and that's the reason why he fought with the... or that's the reason why he challenged the High King, because he saw the High King as being a weak puppet to the Thalmor embassy, basically, or weak puppet of the Thalmor. And so he decided to fight with the High King and murdered him with the voice. Started the challenge the right way, and then decided to use underhanded methods to kill the High King. Which the High King was a young child. Like, there was, and I say young child, he was probably like 18, 19, 20. Ulfric would have won the fight. Ulfric was a very well-known fighter, general in the Empire. He would have been able to win the fight without using the underhanded methods, but he decided to use the underhanded methods anyway. So that's the reason why Ulfric that's what really started the whole Civil War. And Markarth was a very kind of centerpiece to this. Speaking of Thalmor. Okay, so we wanted to come in here real quick. Arcane Enchanter. Disenchant. We'll disenchant the Robes of Illusion, the Leather Boots of Hulling, and the Novice Hood, because we're getting ready to get another Novice Hood anyway. Okay. I put that perk point in the wrong place. So we are actually going to have to go back. To before I slept. Because I'm a dummy and I put that perk point in the wrong place. Okay. Let's put that perk point in the right place this time. We want it here in the Soul Stealer. This makes it to where our bound weapons cast Soul Trap, which means that we will be able to fill soul gems when we attack with our bound weapons. Also, we want the other point into Merchant. Now we can sell any kind of item to any kind of merchant.
Let's sate that appetite.
For example, this guy here, you cannot usually sell him weapons and such. Now we can. You can sell him potions, you can sell him, you can usually sell him food and ingredients. You can sell him books. Let's get rid of those because we don't need those anymore. You can sell him garnets and crafting materials and all those kind of stuff that you wouldn't have been able to sell him before.
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
So let's see here. Let's go food. Satiated is fine. Let's make our way back up to the Underkeep, Understone Keep. Alright, so what I'm thinking in the next video, we will go to Kynesgrove, we will fight the dragon, and then we will go back to High Hrothgar, do the last piece of that quest line.
Uncle Calcelmo, I don't understand what you mean.
Yeah, we'll do the last pieces of that quest line. So that we get the third part of Unrelenting Force Shout, and also unlock the full benefits of High Hrothgar. Once we have that done, let's go ahead and favorite this. That way we can take it on and off quickly. Once we have that finished, then we will make our way to the mages, or to the College of Winterhold. So that is the goals for the next video. Dragon, High Hrothgar, College of Winterhold. So we will finish this with a cart trip to Windhelm. And we will probably be looking to get our new horse in the next 2 videos.
City of Markarth, sure. Where do you want to go?
So we will go to Windhelm, which Kynesgrove is right just south of there.
Couldn't ask for better weather.
And there we go. We'll go into the end. We'll finish it off right there in the end, so we can get warm, eat up, and sleep.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
So we've done a lot in this video. We've gone up by like 4, 5 levels. I think 5 or actually we might be up by 6 levels from the beginning of this video. So we've gained a lot of levels here. We've gained a lot of items and perks. We still have a bunch of potions to sell and a bunch of ingredients to make more. So we are in good shape. Get nice and warm here. Eat so we're no longer hungry. And we will sleep.
Got some fresh. Sure thing. It's yours for. I'll show you to your room. Right
That
this
is a
way.
major racist. Like, very scary kind of racist.
If there's anything else you need.
to the days come and gone, for the age
Okay. We're back to being peckish again. That's not a big deal. We're just going to grab real quick leg of goat roast. And there we go, guys. We are making our way. We've come a long way. So let's call it there for tonight. We've done quite a bit, and we've got a nice 2-hour and 41-minute video for you guys to watch. So thank you so much. If you're enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know. Feel free to leave a comment if you've got any questions, guys. I'm enjoying having the comments and talking with you guys. I try to answer any comments that I see that I can. So please leave a comment. And at the very least, I'll just tell you thank you for the support. So I do appreciate having you guys. And if you guys are enjoying the content, please consider subscribing and liking and supporting the channel. So thank you so much. And I will see you guys again in the next one. Peace.